Hi guys, I wanted to talk more about a serious topic, reflecting on an event that happened this weekend. Many of you probably have heard about the shooting in Orlando, so I won't go into it because I don't really think it's needed, and it would be disrespectful to the victims if I just did a line of, oh, this is what happened, this is how many people had died, because most people know what happened. I wanted to more talk about the after effects and ideological kind of causes in a way. My ultimate kind of aim for this video is to not slander any kind of beliefs or any religion or anything like that, just to highlight how hate can cause such horrible events, and try to incorporate people to stand up and unite with each other, and not just because they believe in the same religion or are in the same sexuality, or they're in the same kind of belief fixture, but because we're human. We're all we're all the same species if you think about it. You don't usually see animals out in the wild, in the same species attacking each other, except when it's territorial. So why does the human race, as an ultimate race, believe that anyone that is different in ideological reasons or religious reasons or sexuality reasons, why does everyone hate, why is there so much hate for someone that's not similar? So you can see from who the shooter was and who the victims were that this was a definite hate crime. The man was, but I don't 100% sure because the sources are all over the place. Some people are saying he was a member of IS. Some people are saying, some papers are actually saying he wasn't, and some people are saying that he definitely was. But you can definitely tell from accounts from his father, from the fact that he said that the shooter was angry at seeing two men kiss in front of him and his children and his wife. So you can definitely tell that it was definitely a homophobic attack, and there's no other way to call about it. And at the moment I'm just disgusted how the news, especially if you've seen what happened to Owen Wilson, the guy that walked off of the Sky's news broadcast, you see how they're trying to make it go to their own personal agenda, that it's against, that it was Muslims, but in the end, why do we have to have these divides in humanity? Why can't we just accept that people are different? Why can't we just accept each other for the way that our personality reflects ourselves, rather than what our belief system is or what sexuality we are? Why can't we judge people? Why can't we judge by personality and not, for their beliefs or their sexuality or their race or their, if they're a transgender? It doesn't really matter. In my personal opinion, if I don't really care what religion, race, sexuality, there's one I've missed out. what any of my friends or anyone I know, doesn't matter what they are in their belief system, their religion, their sexuality, etc. If they personally attack me, or they say things about me, like, they slander me, then I hate them for their personality, not their religious beliefs. You can't tar every single religion by the extremists that just take a religion and try to push their own agenda with it. That's exactly what IS or ISIS or Daesh or whatever they're called now are doing. They're trying to scare and trying to use Islam as a religion to scare people, and as with their own personal agenda. They want to use it as for their twisted, warped way, rather than what the Quran or what many other Muslims think. I don't ever believe that most Muslims believe anything that IS says, or anything the Taliban have said, or the Al-Qaeda have said. It's ridiculous how extreme people automatically affect the people of their religion, their nationality, their race. You see it all the time. You see it with race. You see it still now, that people who, let's say, someone of white, someone that's white steals something, it's seen as a crime. But as soon as a minority or a black man steals something, or murders, or does any crime whatsoever, it's seen as a reflection of their own race. Why? I don't really care what race you are, what religion you are, but if you stole from my house, if you murdered my family or attacked me in any way, then I would hate you for your personality. I wouldn't go just because that person is this, and this, by these labels that we have constructed of our own. I'm gonna hate that entirety of those labels. We live in a world of labels, and it just needs to stop. And we need to just judge by personality. You see it with other things as well. If you look in, I'm going to go to mental health more now, but if you look back at that shooting over the weekend, you see that it was the first thing that the people said about their religion and about the person was that he was a lunatic. Not everyone, and it just makes people scared if they are one of these labels, mentally ill, one of the races that get discriminated, or sexuality, if they're gay, bi, transgender. It makes them scared that they're going to be associated with that kind of person. So it needs to stop. We need to stop stereotyping people. We need to stop associating labels with people and judge their personality alone. That's what I want in the world. I want people to start judging my personality alone, not race, not sexuality, not religion, just by personality. I know, I'm sorry that this has been a bit more of a serious topic, but just looking at the events that happened over the weekend and the aftermath of all that made me kind of angry, but I wanted to wait for some more facts and like think about it more, rather than just be bellowing out my emotions. I wanted to, because it's not right to be stereotyping. But so I just want people to be judged by their personality, and that's it. I'll be making videos more regularly, but until then, see you then.